Yo, it's your man, Big Spanish DJ Enuff. This is GOAT Talk. And the reason why I have this gentleman to the right of me, maybe to the left of you, because I consider him one of the greatest DJs of all time. Thanks for being here, my brother. And I love you. First guy that ever shouted me out on the radio. As a child, I remember that.
Crazy.
Yo, was it Sammy Mack the host at BLS at the time?
Sammy Mack, the Mack attack.
Yo, so he gave me my first drop. He was like, yo, it's a guy, he be doing this thing. His name is DJ Enuff. And I remember taking that little piece and putting it in the MPC, and I made a little promo. Like, just that little piece.
Had to make that stretch,
I
word.
took his name, the vocals, and I took the Jam Master's Day, DJ Enuff. I mean, it was a promo thing, but that was the world to me. Everything. Yo, how was radio back when you was doing radio?
It was early, kind of. I mean, it was Magic and Red Alert.
Of course.
Before I came in, when I landed, I was able to do a half-hour show on BLS, but it meant so much to people, and it was so big. But at that time, you wasn't really. Around that time, we used to go to the radio stations around the country, and there was radio stations that wasn't even playing rap music.
Right.
I had an album out. They didn't even have my music when we went to go do the interviews. So it was special to have a show on radio at that time. Mm-hmm. It resonated real good, and it was a stepping stone. It was amazing.
I remember listening to it like we would run to the radio to catch you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference.
Yeah, that was dope. It was
definitely shout out to my brother Bugsy Bugs. I see you, Bugs.
Yes, sir. What's up, Fred Bugs?
I love Bugs. I'm gonna have to interview Bugs soon because I think he's one of the greatest of all time.
Me and Bugs was on Sirius XM Fly together.
I like that.
Yeah,
I love definitely. That. Shout out to my man S. Dot. The Hoodies.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hoodies album hitting gems right now.
Do you guys understand the magnitude of like who you partnered up with?
Hell yeah, it's
sure, definitely.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I was just talking about it like. Sometimes things don't hit me right away.
Right.
But with this situation, it's very real for me because Capri calls my phone every day to tap in. Like, yo, how you feeling? You good? You straight? So it's just a crazy experience. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy for sure.
Right, that's a fact.
Absolutely.
Where you from?
Upstate New York, 845.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I get it.
Yeah,
bro. I get it.
And
it snows up there.
Oh yeah, we about to get smacked any day now.
Any day, we about to get violated.
Any day now, it's gonna go crazy.
When I booked the interview with Kid, he was like, "You need the hoodies?" I said, "Yeah, bring them." He goes, "They come from upstate." I said, "No problem, let's get it." That was his way of saying, "Don't mess with me enough."
Right.
They coming from super far away, and we don't want no problems. So I said, "I got you."
It ain't that far. It's like an hour and a half, 2
I get
hours.
You.
But
yo, anything an hour out the city's far, bro.
Yeah,
you know
right.
For sure.
They got deer and snow. It's
Yeah,
far.
yep. That's accurate.
How'd you guys hook up? How'd you guys find each other?
Go ahead, Pop. I'll let you explain that.
All right, so basically,
Talk to the mic, Pop.
Yeah, basically, we linked up to do one track. Shout out to Christy. She put the pieces together. We linked up. At
All right,
Carl
Clifford.
Studio. Right.
You know they brothers.
No way.
Yeah, the Hoodies are brothers.
I
That's
know
a
that.
fact. That's a fact.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
we
my
brothers.
bro, fact.
That's a fact. So
That's love.
Fact.
that's
Yeah.
a fact.
And when they came in, when Chrissy had linked me with them, I went downtown and we went down to Quad Studio. We had did one record, and the next time I asked them to come to my studio, and the first 4 beats I played for these dudes, they came in the studio, man, went right in the booth. They didn't write nothing.
And they bodied it.
They didn't question the beats, nothing. Went in there, bodied it, and those 4 records is on the album. That's out
I
right
love
now.
it.
Facts.
I love it. What's the name of the album?
Hidden Gems.
Hidden Gems.
Yeah, on
That's
all
what's up.
platforms. Go get
Facts.
that.
Facts.
If you had to tell the world what kind of MCs you are, what would you say? What kind of MCs you are?
If I had to say, I would really just say we real artists, real rappers, because we so versatile. We could do anything, but we really come from the roots of hip hop. Like,
I love that.
we studied the game, we studied the art, so we really real MCs, but we could do anything. Like,
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say we all around artists. You know what I'm saying? People
Love
see the
that.
freestyles and they like misconstrue it. Like that's the only thing we do. But we really get busy. We can do everything. You know what
Facts.
I
I'm
love
saying?
that.
Melodies on the hooks and concepts. I'll jump on a country record. You give me the right country beat,
That's
I
it.
get busy
Right,
on it.
that's
And nothing wrong with that.
So-
Country's great music,
Right,
bro.
for sure.
It's all good.
For
And that's
sure.
why the album is the way it is, man. You listen to the album, man. They got joints, hard joints, but they got also joints for the girls, and it's 12 joints on the album, and it's just a rounded album, man. But for forever, they've been killing them with the freestyles on the net. So that's how people seen it, and now this right here is just taking it leveled up, and it's gonna keep going up, man. They sound real incredible on the album, man.
I love that. Yeah. What's your job, Kid Capri, in reference to the Hoodies? Like, how far are you trying to take it with them?
I got their back all the way.
I love that.
That's why I produced the whole album, and I look at, I come across talent all the time, man. But it's more than just the talent with me. It's about how I see you. If I buy into you, if you're the type of person that I could work with, and we could be on the same level. A lot of times, people clash because they want to work with each other, but it just don't fit. It just don't, you know what I'm saying? It just don't gel together. So I always say, I don't like to disappoint people or get into no kind of thing. I'd rather keep the relationship. So I just work with myself until I find a person that's there. And these dudes, man, they fell right in my lap. Them and Fuchs. Fuchs is on the album with them.
All right.
But they just, the way they think is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And the talent is there. There's no question about that.
If you could compare them to anybody, who would you compare them to?
If I could compare them to anybody, it would be Jada and Styles.
Really? That's dope.
Jada and Styles, that's their favorite MCs.
That's dope.
And they do their back and forth thing.
I love that.
They do their Jada and Styles did the in the car thing with in the whip joint with them. You know what I'm saying? So all the rappers, Dave East, to Snoop, to Shaq, to everybody love these dudes, man.
That's dope.
But they need a solid project. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we at right now. So it's up from here.
And because you guys are brothers, it should be easy for y'all because you guys have natural chemistry.
For sure.
Right, that's a fact. So we just click.
Yeah.
Yeah, regular brothers.
So I want to talk
regular
about
brothers
that. Talk about that. I want to hear a little bit. You had a little squabble about, nah, that's my line. Nah, you took that from me, and you don't do none of that.
Nah, not about no lines.
Not about no lines. Nah.
What's your fight about?
can't
Clothes, food, what?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Over some eats, we be ready to go to war. But regular brother stuff. It be little arguments, sports, all
I
of that.
love that.
Right.
I thought I was the only one. Me and my sister used to fight, and my dad used to be like, "What's wrong with y'all? There's food on the table. Y'all gonna be fighting over food?" I'm like, "Damn."
Right.
Like my dad made me feel away.
Right.
Like I was a savage or something. like damn. It's good to know there's other savages out here.
Yeah.
Facts.
The
facts.
Hoodies.
Sure.
Why that name?
It just stems from the youth being prejudged for having their hoods up.
I love that.
I see it in present time. A lot of kids, they wear their hoodies. You see kids wearing hoodies in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? But and you see like older people, they judge them off them wearing their hoods. And you don't really know the story of why they wear their hoods. They could be insecure. They could be going through something at home.
Right.
They could be tucking a tool on them, anything because they feel like they got to be sick. You don't know their story. So we just speaking for the youth that's wearing the hood. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Like it's hard to top that. That was a great description right
You
there.
feel me?
But
I do my
nah,
thing
for sure.
sometimes out
Nah,
here.
for sure though. Like we pride ourselves on being the voice for the people that don't feel like they can speak up and tell their side of the story. Like even in the schools, they be on you when you have your hood on. Like I went through it, wearing my hoodie and getting harassed because I got my hood up. But I just want people to be proud to wear their hoodie and show who they are.
Right.
Y'all want to spit a little something a cappella? Just
Come
for
on,
the cams?
We always
for
ready.
sure, for sure.
Who's setting it off?
All
Me,
right.
Pop?
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Hey, y'all, I'm feeling like Pharrell in this Billionaire Boys Club. Tell the valet to put a Porsche up. Ride with a Porsche. And I knock a portion off a nigga if he force us. Then put his baby mama on Pornhub. I'm back in my duffel again. Cocky nigga, but I'm humble with that. Came with a bunch of wild niggas. We ain't jumping off shit. I got my guys in line like we gonna do the Cupid shuffle and shit. Cucumber color bucket with the thumper equipped. Cause ain't nobody about to run up on shit. I let it up from the hip. Nigga, I come from the strip with swad nuggets. Now we all dropping 100 on fish. I'm talking spicy like buffalo dip. I'm in a large sweet puff. I was 15 puffing on piff. Like black parties in the projects when it come to the flips. It ain't ready yet, then fuck it. I fuck up the chips. If nigga violate pop, I'ma dump off a clip. He'll do a front flip, then and land like you jumped off a cliff.
Come on, I'll fuck up the chips. That's fire right there.
Right.
Yo,
Crazy.
That's everybody doing that.
Right, fact.
Go Pop.
Look, I heard they want me, so my head on the swivel. When the flashy shit don't work, you gotta use fundamentals.
Hoodies.
For some reason, I don't fuck with all these new instrumentals. She in love with my eyes and she fuck with the dimples. She was wet every time, like Dame off of the dribble, an animal, I handle you. To see my dog in the kennel.
Let's go,
like,
Pop.
I'm really like this cause I gotta be. And it's the same conversation. I know mama love tired of me. Pop, don't let him trick you out your spot. But I feel wrong singing songs, letting other niggas plot. It ain't hard to hit the block. It's a risk of getting shot. It's a risk of getting locked. But off this rapping shit, I'm trying to make a lot.
Keep
Wait,
going.
free my shooter cause he gotta do his max sentence. He really used to have that strap breathless. I'm talking 75 in the can. Oh, that's a max sentence. Pull my card and we gon' act reckless. Like, my niggas violent. We resort to the violence. Get me in my bag. I swear I'ma go in your pockets. Everybody getting burnt. It's not trapped in the closet. They say I won't, but I will. Try to fuck with my mindset like the ops home. Here we come. Fat nigga jumping in the V. Call me rerun. That nigga lose his breath. He better rerun. Pop the top shot. If I slide in the streets, come. You don't want no beef, son.
Right, let's go, Pop.
Shit, man. Big HG. Nobody bigger than we.
Jump in love.
Listen, man, boy, I ain't playing with them, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, their album is crazy, man. The Hidden Gems album, and I'm just glad that we did it. It was accepted well. We haven't got one complaint for any record on there. Same thing with the Love album. I went out to drop the Love album last
That was a
year.
great project, bro.
Thank you.
I love the Love album.
Thank you. And you know, I'm just trying to get them production bones going. But besides that, just putting dope projects out. You know, it's bigger than me, man. It's never about me. It's always about trying to feed the people and give them the right thing. When I get on stage, it's always trying to give them the best they've ever seen or make them feel better than they did before they see me. It's always about everybody else. So, you know, I don't ever want to put my name or stamp on something that I know ain't right. And these dudes right here, I feel great about, man. You know, even if we would have put the album out and it didn't do good, I
It's all
still
good.
love these
Yeah,
dudes, man.
I
You
like
know,
them too,
so,
a lot.
yeah.
Sound
Appreciate
really
y'all.
That's a fact, man.
Let's keep it a
Sound
bean. 2023, Capri and hip hop, he kept this thing moving and grooving. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
absolutely.
Crazy
From the
year
BET
this year.
Awards
Absolutely,
to
bro.
the Yankee Stadium to
It
the
was your
every-
year, bro.
Yeah, he
Yo, when
He
you
shut
brought the
down
Devin
everything.
Jeter out, bro.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
different.
Killed
It's
me.
different.
Yo,
It's different.
Yo, son, I damn near teared.
For
Because I
sure.
was like, yo, this is a home. This is like coming home moment.
Right.
Right.
Like the Bronx, and then you brought the captain home.
Right.
It's crazy.
People thought I was coming out with an
Put you on
artist.
a different way.
bro.
They thought I was coming on
shut
an artist.
it down, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what hip-hop-
And I hit him.
moments. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. That was enhancing the culture and doing things like we can't overlook that. You know what I mean? Like we got to give Capri his flowers this year.
Fact.
for
Real
sure.
solid
You
OG,
deserve
for
it.
real.
You definitely deserve it.
Thank you,
100%, bro. You know you one of my favorites always.
My brother,
That's why
bro,
you're
you know
here.
how we
Love
do
this
it,
guy
man.
right
And I
now.
appreciate the support on the Love album. You really,
Oh, so
really did a
good.
lot with the
Yeah.
Love
I
album.
surprised him. He was like, yo, you really going in on me.
Man. Really
man.
going in crazy.
Yeah.
I was real happy.
That's love.
It's all love,
no
man.
doubt.
I'll do whatever I can to help y'all.
Thank you.
So, kid, we're going to keep it 50 years of hip hop. I know we almost at the end of the year, but I don't care. 51, 52, 53, we still going to celebrate it.
Gotta keep going.
I need to know some simple things like when you was coming up as a DJ, did anybody help you, teach you how to DJ?
No.
You did everything on your own?
Everything was on my own. First thing I did was I went to a party, Rockwell Incorporated, and I seen a dude, DJ B Ward. Watched him. I was bugging out watching this dude. Look like he was touching the needles and talking to the needles, and they were just dropping where they went. I kept watching. And then I ran home and told my mother I wanted to be a DJ. She didn't know what I was talking about.
Right.
She bought me a mixer that had no headphones, and I had to guess all the spots on the records, and that's how I got better than everybody in the neighborhood. All the other DJs, it was like 35 other DJs between my building and the 2 other buildings down.
Were you like 11 years old at the
I was
time?
8.
8?
And
Oh
I was
my
standing on
God.
top of a
8?
milk crate
Yo,
because I
8
couldn't
years
reach the
old?
table. I couldn't reach the table. I was
That's
too
so crazy,
short.
bro.
So I get on the milk crate DJ, and all the dudes looking at me like I was a Martian because I had no headphones and I was killing. So I ended up staying. We had a girl in our circle named Olga Carter that grew up with us. She was about 13 years old at the time. We was in class together. We were going in class. She said, "Kid Capri sound like a good name for a DJ." I ended up keeping the name, and she ended up getting shot by accident and died. So I kept the name, and it took me.
That's dope.
Yeah.
In honor of her.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So, we come from humble beginnings, but it was when there was no money. You know, we were told, you know, hip hop wasn't gonna last. What's this noise that y'all doing?
Yeah, no, I heard
you
that
know,
too.
all that. We heard all that. But I seen something else. I seen me being. I didn't see me being who I am, but I seen me having an interest that was gonna keep me out of trouble, possibly make me some bread, possibly get me a little famous, whatever. Right. But early on, we were just doing it really as a hobby, just to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was really that. And keep in mind, it came from the Bronx, where I'm from, so it wasn't really everywhere. It was contained. You know, so when you seen people out of state doing it, it was like, it was almost kind of weird, almost like, because we were so selfish about keeping it to ourselves.
Yeah,
you know, and then when it spread to the world, we had to know that it was going to go in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah.
And then picking music, buying records. How'd you do that? How'd you know which records to get?
Well, keep in mind, I was watching B. Ward, Rockwell. I was listening to Flash. I was listening to Theodore. All these dudes, that was the dudes. And I would see what, and the essential break beats that they were playing, that was the stuff that you heard all the time. So we bought those. We made sure we had those. But then you'll find things as you go along. But really, as I got older in the recent years and later years, I found out there was so much stuff that I didn't know about back then. That's in Brazil and, you know,
all over the world.
All over the world. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy, and I have it. So it's so big. But at that time, we were really using the essentials, the love raps, the big beats, the I Can't Stop, those right there. And that was our regulars, and they used to tear the clubs down. So that's how it was. And one time, it wasn't even really playing music out. It was just the MCs and the rappers. That was it. That was the party.
That's it.
So, you know, but a lot changed, and, you know, I was able to keep up and stay with the change. Thank God.
Do you remember your first nightclub that they ever hired you to DJ?
Most of the stuff I was doing was in the house parties and community rooms and stuff like that. But my first big show I did, I think I was about 11 years old, and we did the Hotel
Diplomat.
The Hotel Diplomat on 43rd Street in Broadway. It was me, Jimmy Spicer, Eddie Chiba.
Oh my God.
Reggie Wells and Junebug, like all the dudes that was hot at the time.
Yes.
I'm a little kid, gassed because I'm on this show with these dudes, and I did good. And I still have the flyer. I still have the flyer to that thing.
That's what's up.
And, you know, they didn't even have our picture on there. Everybody was picture. We wasn't really known, so, you know. But I was able to be on the show, and I did real well. And from there, I just took it up, man. And that was the beginning of me really catching the bug and really wanting to really go. But I was already doing it before I was even doing parties, because it was around the house. It was, as soon as it started, I was right there. So it was amazing.
There was a legendary night that this guy did the building. Okay, so now he was always uptown, and I had a lot of my friends from downtown because I'm from Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is closer to downtown Manhattan than it is to uptown Manhattan. And for the first time, my downtown friends got to see him because they didn't understand the talking and the cutting and scratching and the talking at the same time, because a lot of Brooklyn DJs didn't really talk. It was really, you know, it was like this Harlem Bronx style thing that he was doing, and it was him, Red Alert, Clark Kent, and Flex. And I think you went last, right?
Yep.
And when he got on, he was like, you know, a lot of records got played tonight, whatever, but y'all didn't hear this. And he threw out T-shirts. But it's just his entertainment presence was what always, to me, made him the greatest DJ of all time. Right. It didn't have to be because he transformed this way or because he cut that way. It was what was embodied in his persona, his heart, and the way he did it. And all the ill things that he would do. He would stop the record and tap on it, and I'd be like, how'd you do that? Without jumping. Without jumping. Yo, he would stop the record, and then he would do like a little beat on the record, like, boom, 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 like that. So then you're like bugging. You're like, who does that? Right. And he would do that. And that's why DJs fell in love with him. And the world fell in love with him. Right. So you guys are in great hands. The Hoodies, Kid Capri, we in the building.
Yep.
Production, man. Let's talk about these beats, man. You still making legendary Grammy award-winning songs?
I'm doing what I got to, man. You know, when I put the Love album out, I produced the whole album and that. I wrote everything. I didn't ask any mainstream artists to get on the album. I just wanted to put something in the world that I did. You know, and then I did the Hoodies joint. So I'm on a path right now with writing and producing and stuff like that. But my stage show is still the best you ever gonna see. So when you come to the Kid Capri show, you already know how we gonna do. But I've been spread out doing different things. I got big as what I do with DJing, but I always been writing. I always been making beats. My first album, The Tape, I rhymed on the whole album. The album that Biz got me the deal for. Even though I didn't want an album deal and I wasn't trying to be a rapper, I was hot with the mixtapes at the time, so that's how it got me the deal. And now I'm doing the album. Then my second album, Soundtrack to the Streets, I produced everybody from Jay and Busta. This one, it was the first album of its kind at the time. 24 years later, I'm in the crib in the pandemic, and I'm saying, yo, you know what, man? Let me do something different. And I wrote Slap Key. That was the first one I wrote. And I caught the bug. Yeah, I caught the bug. As soon as I wrote that, it was like God said, keep going. And I just kept going and ended up doing the album. So
what's crazy, so when his album dropped, the Love album, right? I missed the initial release. And then he hit me up and said, yo, my album's out. I said, all right, send it to me. But by that time, was already you were on Uptown Bounce?
Yeah, I was
you
on
Vina,
Uptown
right?
Vina, yep.
So I'm playing that. But then when I listened to the album, I was like, yo, the Slap Key is crazy. So then I started playing the Slap Key and the Uptown Bounce. Right. But the Slap Key has some, man, it's so hip hop, bro.
Yeah.
But it's fire.
Yeah. It's talking. It's called Slap Key.
Tell me why.
Because the slap of the drum, the slap of the snare, and the keys. Bling, 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 pop, boom, boom. So the song was supposed to be kind of sad because the sad pianos and the drums make it hard to kind of balance it so that I could tell the story. I want you to pay more attention to what I was saying and dance to it.
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it still had to have that feel to where you could bounce to it. So that's what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to make a hit record. I was trying to make an intro. Like
you made a hot record.
Right. But it came out nice. It came out good.
It did.
Uptown took it up.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? So on my album, it's different levels of different stuff. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's fire, bro.
Yeah, I was happy with this album. I was really happy about the love. You know, my mom's was on the front cover with a big ass afro. So.
I peeped that. I love that right there. That's it. Yeah, that's dope right there.
Yep. Now the Hoodies hitting gems.
The Hoodies hitting gems right here. They here.
That's what's popping right
in the
now.
building.
They
This
are
project out right now. Make sure y'all tap in.
What's the favorite joint on the album? And I know it's hard because when people create music, the music is like their children.
Right.
They created it, so you can't say this is my favorite son or daughter, right?
Right.
Respectfully.
Right.
But I'm asking you to pick and
You
choose.
asking anyway.
I'm asking anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm asking anyway. What's your favorite joint off the album?
I could do a top 3, or it got to be one.
Nah, it's so good. Do what you want, man.
My favorite 3 right now, because the whole project is steam. But my favorite 3 right now is I'm Hot, We Don't Play Around, and Ride With You.
Okay, good.
Those are my 3 favorites.
My 3 is I'm Hot. Who Am I? And Wish List.
Right.
Sure.
See, now the one I'm going to go to is what? I'm Hot.
Yeah,
you both said it.
Right.
That's it. That's one first thing. Let me hear that real quick.
Right.
Yeah, it just
That's
got
why I
discovered.
That's
It's being discovered Thursday on Apple with Evo.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. I'm really happy about that.
That's good. You guys are welcome to come up here anytime. You know that,
That's
right?
love.
That's
I
love.
appreciate that,
Appreciate
bro.
Nah,
For
for real.
real.
Ask Kid. He'll tell you I'm the real one.
That's what's up, bro. I appreciate
Right.
Sorry.
It's one of the greatest, right? It's my
What's
brother
up?
DJ
Right,
Enuff.
Kid
Appreciate
Capri
y'all.
in the building. All right, so we talked about records. We talked about your producing in 2023. I watched you a lot on live during COVID.
Yeah.
You was really on your live. Going
Well,
through
I
beats
was.
and stuff.
Keep in mind,
You was just
I
playing
was
music,
doing the
producing.
live. I was doing the live from 2015 to 2018. I had 2 different shows: the Block Party Live mixtape, and I had No Panty Sundays for the ladies, the girls joint. And I did that for 3 years. That year, when I started on Sirius, is when I stopped it because I wanted to drive the traffic over to Sirius, and a lot of different things happened that year. I did Def Comedy Jam 25. I got on Kendrick Lamar's album that year.
Pulitzer
Yeah,
award-winning
Pulitzer
album.
Award-winning album. Yep.
Fire.
Yep. I did the Tupac movie.
Wasn't that amazing, the Pulitzer thing? It brought you to a whole different level, right?
Crazy.
The way
Different
he's saying
fans
it is
and
Yo, this
crazy.
dude put me on
The
the
light
album
flexes
that-
is crazy. You see
Right.
how he's subtly flexing?
Right,
and
like,
did
yo, I
Tupac.
did, like, yeah, like, he's saying it like it's light, like.
Subtly flex.
I know.
Like,
Nah, that's a fact.
Kendrick put me on that album, man. He put my voice in countries I've never been to.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? He brought me to a whole.
Another world premiere.
And that's how I started the Love
just
album.
like that,
Just
right?
like that.
Just like that, right? That voice of yours,
Shout out to Kendrick.
that voice is yours is crazy, man.
Yeah, it worked out.
So how do you yell without really yelling? Like it's almost, I still feel like you're still talking to me personally. Like some people yell to yell, and I'd be like, yo, you just yelling. You just sound crazy. But when he yells, I feel like he's talking to me personally.
Yeah.
It's the same.
There's a difference, bro.
It's the same thing when people talk on the mic when they DJing. You know, some people talk on the mic because for the sake of having a mic in front of them.
Right.
I talk on the mic to use it as an instrument within what's going on, so that it doesn't get annoying.
Right.
It doesn't become too much. It feels like it's in the pocket of what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
You know, so it all gels together. So same thing with the yelling. With me, I want whenever I'm on the stage or whatever I'm doing, I want you to hear me more than I want you to feel me more than hear me. So everything with me taught me. Everything is with me is a feeling. So when I yell, if I scream, Jesus, if I scream or yell, it's more of a feeling. Like I could tell you that I'm the most humblest dude walking the earth. When I get on that stage, I feel like the most cockiest son of a bitch you ever met.
Yes,
I
that's
feel
it.
like the greatest ever.
That's it.
But that's a feeling that comes out. So with the yelling, that's what it comes from. You know, sometimes I don't even really realize I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. So you know, but it's to really it's just for the feeling, not anything else.
We talked earlier this year. I had him and Clark and a few others we talked. And I love what Kid Capri said. He said something about when he used to first cross the ropes and go into the party, he was being cocky on purpose to preserve his quality of being a DJ, and that way promoters and the people in the street and the people had to respect him for what he was doing.
Right.
You know, so that way no one take advantage of him and, you know, play him for a fool. So he had to show people like, nah, I came through the door this way, and I'm doing it for a purpose.
Right.
So he did that for all DJs.
Right.
Right,
And the
right.
ability to just separate the two and be humble in real life.
Right.
Be approachable, be humble in real life. But when you get on that stage, let people know I'm not playing with y'all.
Yeah.
That ability to have that, because either you got one or the other. Some people just walk around and they mad, cocky, and arrogant. You know
For
what
no
I'm saying?
reason.
Right.
For no reason.
And it's crazy, but like, you know what I mean? I got that vibe off rip. Like, we could sit in the studio and chop it up, crack up laughing, all that. But when that beat come on, Capri like, yo, we got to lock in.
No
Let's
games.
go.
Let's
No
go.
games. You know
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying?
Let's
So
get right to it.
just having that ability to separate the two, you know, it's a blessing.
That's a
Definitely.
fact.
That's
He's
dope.
it's a,
The Hoodies, Kid Capri, we here. This is GOAT Talk.
Yep.
New York is what it is. One of the world's greatest cities of all time, in my opinion.
For sure.
Right? Is it our responsibility to just keep doing the best that we can as DJs, rappers, and whatever in the game? But the thing I really want to know the most is when you guys are getting ready to travel across the country, abroad, do we put our New York stamp out? Or are we chasing what everybody else is doing?
I'm not gonna lie. Being from New York, even if you're not trying to put your stamp out, you putting your stamp out.
Got it.
Because it's such an aura that comes with everybody from New York that's an entertainer. The first thing somebody asks you, you from New York? You from New York? That's what somebody asks you.
Come say hi, Lola. Come on. Come say hi. This is Lola Brooke, y'all.
Yeah, I know who that is.
What's up, baby? Say
I
hi.
just want to rub neck, nigga, on the top.
Right.
You just want to send me your automatic with it. Blessings, Queen. Blessings.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Nah,
She
absolutely.
don't play.
Shout out to Lola.
That's a
Yeah, she
fact.
don't
fact.
play.
Sure.
It's what happens, High 97. Everybody comes here.
Right.
Right.
You
That's
never
a
know
fact.
who's going to be here.
Right. That's
Facts,
a fact.
facts.
Sorry, y'all. Just wait till the noise dies down a little bit. See, these are the new challenges that we're going through with this space, because somebody's on the air over there, then we out here. So while people are transitioning back and forth, it's too loud. Yeah, it's not set up the way it's supposed to be, but
Right.
this is what it is.
Nah,
That was dope. A little jump in, right? All right, cool.
Spontaneous shit.
Kid Capri. I enjoyed that anniversary of Def Jam. I saw it. It was good. That was really dope. You had everybody there.
Everybody came. Dave Chappelle.
That goes to show you how big it was, right? Big. And right? Sometimes you don't see like the magic and how powerful things are going until after it's gone.
Right.
Word. You ever in the middle of doing something on the tracks with them and you be like, nah, it's not it. Let's do something else. Does he do that?
Yes. yes. He not gonna let you. And this is what I respect. He not gonna let you finish it. If he hears it and he not feeling it, he gonna ask you first too.
Right.
He be like, yo, you really think that's
good?
You really think that's acceptable?
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, nah. He be like, all right, so then what you wanna do?
Right.
Let me jump out the booth real quick.
All right, cool.
Regroup.
And reset.
Feel me?
That's good. That's good though. He does that because respectfully, he's asking your opinion.
Right.
He's not shitting on you. He's just asking you, do you think this is worth it? And then it's up to you to determine. If you felt like it was worth it, then you would have said, nah, this is fire.
Facts.
That's why it's pivotal to surround yourself with people that's going to push you
Absolutely.
to your max potential. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
When Capri's telling us, like, yo, I know y'all could do better than that right there. That means something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to lock in.
You know the one thing I know that we both have? When you're around the game so long, you're so accustomed to playing hits. Right? Because of what the fans want, whatever. So you know what good music is or what it sounds like.
Right.
And I don't care what kind of music. You just overall know this is what sounds good.
Right.
And I think that's why you guys are going to be great because the overseer in this situation is going to let you know whether it sounds good or not.
Sure.
I think the edge that comes with that is me been traveling for so many years, going to different cities and different countries. I get a chance to see what everybody like, what everybody want, what everybody rocking to. But also, still, with that being said, we try to keep a New York sound as well. You know, if you listen to the radio right now, the type of music that we're doing, it's not conducive to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's great about it. While everybody's here, we over here.
That's it.
You know,
That's
that's what I'm talking about.
Got your own lane.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's it. And celebrate it. That's it. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated.
But also, we try to change the game a little bit too. Like, put more of a balance
You'll
into
get it.
music.
It's going to happen. We'll get it.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about DJing in New York, kid? What's the favorite thing about you DJing in New York?
The response I get. A lot of times people come home and they don't get the love from the people. They get love everywhere else, but when you come home, when you accept it home, it's a difference because a lot of times a lot of artists that made it home, that made it from where they city, they left their city. People may feel like they didn't support them in the way that they should have, you know. So the people don't really support them the way they supposed to, you know. It's jealousy, it's hate, it's all that. But every time I come in, you know, it's either sold out or the crowd is crazy. It's always a beautiful thing, man. No matter if it's an arena or if it's a regular club, you know, it's always the support been there. And I think that's a testament because they seen the work I put in. I really made it about the work. You know, I don't show off. I don't show my possessions and things I got. Whenever I show something, it's always about the work to inspire people. And I think that's what resonates with people.
Did you always feel like you had to stay close to New York to
Absolutely
just feel that New York vibe?
Absolutely. Right now, I'm looking for a new house to buy, and I'm looking for it. I live in Jersey.
Right.
I'm looking for it in Jersey, but there's other places that's way cheaper to live at. But I got to be around New York. I got to be around that feeling. I got to, you know what I'm saying? So I even spend the money where I live at just to make sure I keep that with me, you know. But I go other places, enjoy the cultures of other places and learn their cultures and do what they do as well. But New York is where I need to be.
No place like home.
See, and that's another thing that just shows the dedication and how he willing to go the extra step just to still feel that energy and still be in the roots. A lot of people get the bag, they go to the A, they go all over the place. But when you stay home and really feel them roots, it shows that you're willing to go the extra step.
Yeah.
Like I used to live in Flatbush, Brooklyn for many years, right? And living in Flatbush, Brooklyn, I got to learn and understand dance hall music to an extreme level.
Right.
And then once I moved, I was like, yo, I'm losing my edge with the dance hall the way it was because it was the natural soundtrack to my neighborhood.
Right.
You go to the grocery store, they playing it. You go to the shopping center, they playing it.
Right.
It was just natural. You hear out the cars,
Right.
the people talking it, you know, that kind of vibe.
Sure.
So then once I moved out, I was like, damn, I'm not the dance hall king like I thought I was, because it wasn't around me. That's all it was.
Right.
So I understand that.
Yeah, you
I
go to
understand
different
that.
places down south.
Yeah.
And all day long, and you'll hear nothing but south, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I need a balance. I need everything, and that's how I carry myself. Even with my show on Sirius XM Fly, there's always been a balance of everything. And I go by what's hot. Not what's the age on it.
Yeah.
What's young and old.
Yeah.
If it's hot, that's what I deal with. So,
Was there ever a time you had a horrible party? Where you feel like, oh my God, I ain't doing my job. This is terrible. This is not a good party. This is not going great.
I'll tell you this. I might have felt like it wasn't the greatest party or nothing, but to them, they thought it was the best thing in the world. It's the craziest. It's crazy how
He's still flexing.
Still flexing.
It's weird. I'm just saying, but there's been time like, yo, that shit was terrible. And kid, you killed it. They killed it.
Right.
It could be a bad system. Like, the system's terrible. That ain't my fault, but the system's terrible. Whatever the case may be, they still think it's good. So, I mean, what my expectations is, some people may not even go to there. They may just, enough is enough for them. And, I guess it worked. But I never really had I never got booed. Let's say that.
Okay.
Let's say that.
Okay.
Word.
That's good.
Felt that.
I'm trying to think if I ever got booed. I don't think so either.
Never been booed once.
It's different. Come on, man.
Never been booed.
Legends, bro. Like, it's a little
Can't even
different.
Well, you
picture
can
it.
get booed just from hate, just because you're good.
That's it.
Right,
That's true.
right.
Because you're good.
Some
You know
people
what I'm
come
saying?
to boo.
Right.
Yeah, just to
Right,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you go on the net, you see a little baby, and somebody will find something bad in that. Just
Right.
say, you know what I'm saying? So it's
The internet's not even
can't please
Nah,
everybody.
they safe.
Nah.
For sure.
But fortunately, I ain't never had that problem of getting booed or nothing like that.
You the world famous Kid Capri.
Thank God.
The GOAT. The GOAT. Kid, take it away, baby.
Hey, it's the KID, the Kid Capri. My brother DJ Enuff. The Hoodies is here. Hidden Gems album is out there. The Love album is still out there moving.
Absolutely.
Listen, man, go to kidcapri.com. Go to 101 Kid Capri 101 on Instagram. You want to know any information, y'all can tell me where y'all at. Hoodies, 845, all that.
Yo, you already know, man. It's E-Class.
It's Young Pop.
And we the Hoodies. You can follow us at the Hoodies 845 on the gram. You can follow me personally at E-Class 845.
You can follow me personally at Young Pop 845. Hidden Gems is out now on all streaming platforms. Go tap in.
And the Hoodies everywhere else.
I
Google
want
us.
to thank my brother Big Spanish over here.
And they got
DJ
bars.
Enuff.
And they got
Facts.
bars.
Facts.
Playing with y'all
My man.
Facts.
at all.
Much love to DJ Enough. You
That's
heard?
a fact.
That's all love, man.